I'm trying to change my online persona a little bit.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Oh no, I'm trying to make it more like calm, and then I just go back to myself. I'm like,
fuck. Yeah, no. See, that's your problem. You're trying. So when I'm calm, and you're upset about it, right? Mm-hmm. You're upset that when I intro, "What's up, guys? This is whatever." Mm-hmm. You get mad. You're like, "You don't have enough. You don't have enough." And then now you want to be like, "Oh yeah, I need to change my shit."
No, I think for me and you, we both could take from something from each other. I think we could take something. From each other.
I get you. I'll meet you halfway.
It's not.
I get you, but to shit on the style that I was bringing was not necessary, sir.
I'll shit on anything.
I know.
3, 2, 1. Welcome, guys, back to another. I can't. Like,
why?
I just feel like when I talk, I have to talk. Like, I
talk normal, nigga. Don't.
That's how I talk normal.
Okay, so intro it normal. Just.
What? It's hard to intro it normal. Okay, I'm gonna try to talk to it like I'm talking to, like, I don't know.
Talk to me like you're introing the podcast.
Jalen, you know what I'm saying? What's up? Welcome back.
No, stop. Jalen,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What's up? No, that's fake. Just be real.
Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the JK Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this is JK Podcast episode what? Episode 9.
What is he doing?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying different stuff.
This went to hell in a handbasket real fucking
I'm
quick.
just trying different stuff, you know?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Jalen Kelly. This is Jeremiah. See how like natural that is?
Yeah, that's how I talk.
Yeah, that's an intro. But you.
What's up, guys? This is Jeremiah and Jalen here with the JK Podcast, episode 9. Merry Christmas to y'all niggas. Merry Christmas.
Past Merry Christmas.
Yeah, or Christmas post Christmas Day, I would say. Bars.
That is bars. Well, it's not bars, but yeah.
I hope you guys had a great Christmas, you know what I'm saying? We did. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we're having it right now as we're recording.
Yeah, as we're recording this, which is Monday, Christmas Day. That's when we're recording it, but it's whatever. First and foremost, PSX vlog. Once again, Jalen.
You will always pimp shit out for forever.
Yeah, that's what
it's gonna
this is
be
about.
Right here. Oh, right. Boom.
There we go. Jalen's got it.
Right there.
Jalen got it. PSX vlog, if you guys want to check that out as well. Anaheim, California. You know what I'm saying? And then we got the Versus series, episode 9. Do you remember what game that was?
That was if I had to take a stab.
I think I forgot. I have a game in mind. Is it? It might be. It's either Nidhogg or Mario Soccer. I can't remember.
No, Mario Soccer was
It was Nidhogg. It was Nidhogg. Go check that out. This Friday is the season finale.
I know. I have to hurry up and finish creating Hunters. Shit.
Maybe.
It's going to be epic.
Oh, this is my proposal. Finish creating it or whatever. My proposal was take probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks of Friday off, live stream those days.
Yep.
And then go back into the
promo.
Yeah, and then go back.
I agree. I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to piss nobody off. So
yeah, I'm smart. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just do it."
Fuck it. And then we have the JK podcast as well. Icon right there.
Killed that shit.
Icon right there. Episode 8. If you guys want to check that out. We do PlayStation Experience review. I couldn't get out. PlayStation Experience review. So if you guys want to check that out, it's up there.
And we also have a heated debate about the JFK assassination, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you kept that in there.
I didn't keep all that in there.
Why?
Because I just feel like, niggas don't want to see us, arguing that bad.
Right.
It was bad. It was real bad.
I wasn't there.
It was bad.
I was there, but I wasn't there.
I might release it in a separate video, like a little clip. But I was
what the fuck is going on?
No, because it was like I was looking at it through a viewer's perspective. I was like, niggas really want to see just two niggas yell at each other.
That's why they watch Everyday Struggle.
Maybe
niggas watch a lot of shit like that for that reason.
I don't mind if we argue, to be honest.
Here's the problem. We're brothers. We argue all the time. Yeah, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. But I do understand what you're saying.
I don't think it's a big of a deal either. I don't know. I just didn't want the viewer.
No,
I was looking
at you.
For the viewers.
You did an executive decision.
Anyway, links of all the websites and all the videos down below if you guys want to check it out. The reason why I'm speaking very slowly and very like
so you
almost
can
like
understand
high.
him.
No, it's trying to change my persona.
What ended up happening was he was a bitch and he realized it and he saw the way I was acting and he was like, "Damn,
that's what we do."
I like that.
No,
I
not
like
at all.
The calmness,
not at all.
In his voice.
Not at all.
I like that shit. I'm gonna steal it.
No,
'cause if you remember, a couple podcasts ago, actually last podcast and the podcast before that, you shouldn't know me, sir.
Just
straight down.
And I'll still shit on you.
Just straight. Why?
It's not that you had any influence over that. Is that I was watching Greg Miller's podcast or whatever, the Gamer of Greg, and I was just like, I don't return to like. I don't despise him, but I just don't.
What I was saying was what I am doing is just being me on camera. That's it. When if you talk to me outside the camera, this is how I'm gonna speak. If you talk to me on
real talk,
camera,
this is how I'm gonna speak.
This is how I'm gonna speak. I like this is just me. And Jeremiah, you fake ass nigga.
Not really. I think I talk like this normally, too.
Like that, yeah. But when you
not when I go, "What's up, guys?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Links in this. No, I don't talk like that.
I feel like that's what like.
That's the intro of the video.
I know, but I feel like that's what people's first initial thing is. That's Jeremiah.
That's cool.
That's him.
Hope so, maybe. Anyway, first topic, Jalen, is a work experience I had last Friday.
All right, let's talk about it.
Oh, shoot.
Is this negative?
Not really. It's really, it could be up for interpretation as negative, yeah.
So it's negative.
It's
right,
really
not.
not.
Let's get to the shit.
I'm just telling you what I
Fuck
experienced.
all you niggas. Let's get straight to the shit.
So, there's
what these niggas do.
It's really not that serious, to be honest. It was just something that was just like... Okay, it was like
these entitled fuckheads.
It's like walking down the street and you see a homeless guy with like goggles on. He's like, "Whoa!" And he's like, "Oh, looping." It's like, it wasn't negative. It was just like, well, that happened.
Fucking lit.
You know. So, I was working and there was this girl who ordered. She ordered chicken strips with no fries. Then she ordered like a beef brisket dinner with fries. No, with fries, and I think it was like mac and cheese or something like that.
Okay.
So, we do her order. It was a pickup. It was call-in. So, it was like 15 minutes. So, we did the order. We put it up in the light so it could stay warm. And we just continued doing the orders. By the way, Jonas and Hunter came
I know.
too.
They told me.
But that was something else. So, we did the orders. And then she finally came or whatever. She paid for her food. And then went on the other side to go pick it up from us. And then she was like... She looked really young. Like, she looked like she was probably my age. Like, probably either in college or in high school.
Yeah.
Probably, like, junior or senior or up.
Yeah.
And, she just didn't seem right. Like, she seemed like she was, like, all over the place. Like, she wasn't at ease, you know? She wasn't chill. She was like, yeah. So she came up to the thing, and, like, she told her name. She was like, okay. So then I went up there to go get her food. And then bag it. And she was like, oh, before you bag it, since this is my food, can I take it out and take a picture of it? And I was like, sure, yeah, why not? So she's like, okay, thanks. It's my food though. So I was like, all right, go ahead. And then
did she really specify that it was her food?
Yeah, she said that. She's like, this is my food, or can I take a picture? This is my food. So I was like, I don't give a fuck what you do there. Like, go ahead. Yeah. It was just weird. So, and I saw she had Snapchat open, and I was like, okay, she's about to. So my initial thought was like, either one or two things. Yeah, either she's gonna expose me, look at this nasty ass food, or she's gonna post on her story or send it to someone that she's probably getting it for. And that's what I was like, okay, she's probably taking a picture because when she came, she changed her order to something else. She I think she added fries. No, she minus the fries from the beef brisket, added a side. I think it was chicken and rice, and then added the fries back to the chicken strip she ordered.
So what did you do? Take the fries off?
Yeah, we just took the fries, put it in the chicken strips, and then made the rice. So, and she took a picture of it. So I was like, okay, I think she's either posting it on her story, saying it's some good ass food, like, oh, boom, I'm getting, because that's what niggas do.
Yeah.
Or she's sending a picture to her friend saying, this is what you got. Is this fine? Or whatever. She was very uneasy and just very all over the place.
Yeah.
And it made me just laugh. And I went back and I told Go what happened. And Go's like, that'll hold her. I don't know. It was just a weird experience.
Did she say anything about the picture?
No, she just took a picture. And like, I'm sitting here like at the front counter, sitting here like, okay, I'm about to wait so I can bag this. Unless she just wants to bag it herself. I was going to wait. So I just kind of sat there and she was like, and then took a picture and it was just awkward.
Yeah, no, bitch would get those ones.
Why?
Because I don't deal with crackheads.
She wasn't a crackhead.
She was a fucking crackhead. She was on some type of drug.
Prejudging
Prejudging up the ass. Problem one.
Possibility.
Problem one. If I see Snapchat is open on your phone, and I feel like I'm about to get exposed,
dead that shit on sight.
I'm not saying I'm dead that shit on sight. I don't care what the fuck you doing.
I mean,
I will never in my life get exposed. Ever.
You technically did with that one girl.
No, she played me. There's a difference.
I mean, you got exposed.
I got fucking played.
You did.
There's a difference.
She made you look.
So, at the end of the day, I see Snapchat open on your phone.
Yeah.
You ask me a dumbass question, and then specify your dumbass question with, it's mine. I don't care that you want to take a picture of your food. Just don't do it on the front counter.
Yeah, like...
What I'm going to say is, yeah, I'm going to bag your shit. Sit down. You can take a picture.
That's what my initial, thought was, my initial thought was, you can just go in the car and then take a picture. Or, I didn't think, you could just go and, take a seat and then do all that. But, I don't know. It was just weird to me. I was like...
I would have said, yeah, but we have orders here, so you're going to have to, do that over there.
Yeah.
I'm just a dick, I think, at the end of the day.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think
See, a lot of people... You don't think I would do that?
No.
I would do that. Or I'd say...
Unless she comes at you sideways.
A lot of shit that I do when I'm there is I'm like... So here's the shit. I bag it up. Have it going. Go and do the order.
I don't think so. I don't think your initial dick. I don't think you're initial dick unless they do something to provoke you, and once they provoke you, that's when the dick comes out. Dick comes out of you.
Dick come out of you. That's fucked up.
But yeah, that's what I think.
So a lot of people, and I know I'm gonna go off on a tangent a little bit, but a lot of people think that I am more likable compared to you.
You have that charisma, and I fucking hate it. You and Jonas have that charisma that me and Hunter don't have.
No, Jonas. People hate the fuck out of Jonas. I know so many people who just fucking hate.
Everyone loves Jonas. When we go online, everyone loves Jonas.
Well, that's because we lied and said he had cancer.
No, not that. I'm talking about before. Like, if me and him just be in a public lobby, right? We're just playing. And then I'll talk. And then Jonas will talk. And they just be on his dick. I'm like, okay.
No, bro. Everyone hates Jonas. Everyone in real life hates Jonas.
Maybe.
Because nobody likes someone who's like, oh, yeah, I'm the shit.
Maybe. Girls do, and it's weird as fuck.
Yeah, girls like confidence. But Jonas,
it's not even like he's confident, but he's a dick too.
Liar.
So it's the difference between John Jones and Daniel Cormier, DC. Daniel Cormier's a stand-up guy. He's a fucking
he's you.
He's honorable and he's all this other stuff. He's that champion that's like,
he's you.
This is the kid that, or this is the guy that you want your kids to be around. John Jones is like that party, we're going to shoot up drugs, we're going to have fun, but I'm just raw as shit.
Bro,
and it's just exciting to watch.
In my opinion, I've seen so many people at school, so many people outside of school that just fucking hate Jonas. I like Jonas. I'll defend that nigga all the time.
Yeah.
But you can tell that people hate Jonas because when he went up to get his reward, someone booed the shit out that nigga.
His reward? What?
He went out on stage to get his graduation shit. Niggas booed him. Niggas booed that nigga.
Really?
Yes.
That's funny.
They booed that
Boo!
nigga.
Maybe it was his friend just fucking around.
Could have been. But how would it have been his friend?
He got them regnant friends.
How would it have been his friend if
they're
relatives?
On
the fucking stage?
They're relatives,
No, the relatives were mad.
Boo! Fuck you.
So I'm just saying, niggas hate Jonas. I don't know why. I don't know why niggas hate you. And Hunter.
They don't like the nice guy. Hunter's just like... He's just cringy. He's the little kid. Yeah. Like, especially when you have the light voice. A lot of people, don't like that light voice. But
I don't know why people like me, though.
Because you just have that charisma.
I have no charisma.
You have charisma.
No.
Jalen, yesterday at the... Well, this is going to leak into the next topic, the Christmas party. But when we were... Anyway, next topic, guys, just so we can have a little action. Topic 2 is Christmas party. Anyway, when you were talking to, our uncle and aunt and stuff like that, you had them... to your graph,
No, I didn't.
You were making them laugh. You basically say whatever you want. You're being vulgar as fuck, and they went along with it, and they were like, "Yeah, he's cool."
I'm not. No, bro.
Not really cool, but you had that. charisma.
I don't agree. Explain, please.
Explain what? Like, you're
curious.
Charismatic.
No, I'm not, bro.
You are.
Here, at the end of the day...
When you play Fallout, you get your charisma all the way
but it's
up.
because I want to talk to niggas and get their shit.
Exactly.
No, but that's in Fallout.
Exactly.
That's in Fallout.
It's
I'm
life
like,
too.
okay, so when I talk to this nigga, I want to finesse him. Like, that's it. In real life, my charisma... Okay, that's what we should do on the episode.
What?
We should do the Fallout thing and find out how many points we have for each thing.
Yeah.
That would be funny as fuck. Anyway, I personally think my charisma is not that high. I think I'm funny. I think that's it. I honestly think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Jalen, that's complete bullshit.
Why?
Yeah, you're funny, right? You're funny.
Yeah.
You know how to talk to people. You know how to control the crowd. Like, you know, you're pretty much like a comedic almost.
Comedian.
You're not that advanced. I think you just do it naturally.
Bro, what are you talking about? I can't control a crowd.
I don't think you naturally. Like, I think you subconsciously just do it without knowing. Because I don't think you know the science.
Because you sit here and you know.
Because I sit back and I observe you while you talk to these niggas and making them laugh. I was like, what is funny about this nigga? Like,
but you laugh.
Yeah, I laugh. It's funny. But it's like, they shouldn't be laughing at this.
Okay, give me an example.
Okay, so this is what I did, right? Rock was like, what was Javon doing last night? And I was like, sucking dick. I was like, I don't know. Yeah. Just bust out laughing, right?
Yeah. You
say something vulgar and people just love it. Maybe it's the daringness and the vulgar, the vulgar. I can't even.
But what did I say that was vulgar?
You cussing and stuff like that. Just having that very dirty mouth. You know, fuck this nigga. That's what I say. Just stuff like that. That's just very sly, very cunning, very vulgar. You know, and people just like it. I don't know what it is. People are attracted to
it. Like it.
It's weird. It's weird, and people are just attracted to it.
I think you have a fantasy.
I don't. I sat there and watched it, and you just be busting out jokes left and right, and people will laugh. Some of them stick. Most of them do. Like you were talking about the grace period, you know,
because you do get a grace period. I really do feel that way.
People do that. That's what. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. It's
okay.
Just that. You have this charisma to you that Hunter doesn't have. I don't have. Jonas, I'd say, has. To where people just like him. I think the only way to hate Jonas is if he does something to you. I think if you initially meet him, you won't hate him. You either not have an opinion on him or you would like him. Unless he does something.
I disagree. I disagree. And this is off topic again, but Jonas is weird. Jonas is super awkward. Nick didn't like Jonas when he first met Jonas. Mm-hmm. He didn't care for him at all until he got to know Jonas.
Yeah.
Until he knew that Jonas is a little bitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how Jonas is. You won't really know until you meet him.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the problem with Jonas. Jonas doesn't. What I've learned at an earlier age is if you're an open book, niggas will flock to you, just because they can relate.
Yeah, I'm an open book for the most part.
But you don't tell everybody everything.
No. I
try to tell everybody as much as possible that should be known.
I've ran into my friend Patrick and then Gabe, Kiara's brother. So I met my friend Patrick, right? And we were talking. He's like, "Oh, what are you up to?" I was like, "Oh, nothing. Just working." Right? Just kept it like that. And then as we left, this is when I was with you. As we left, I was like, "Fuck! I should have told him we had a YouTube channel." Right? Simulate probably about 3 weeks after that at work. Gabe comes in, which this was Friday, I think. He was like, "Oh, what are you up to?" Or I was like, "Oh, what are you up to?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm just working. It's hard." I was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "What are you up to?" I was like, "Oh, I'm working too. Doing YouTube." He's like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah." I think I undermine myself. I think that's what I do. Because he asked me, "Oh, so you get paid?" I was like, "Yeah, we get paid. It's not a lot, though." And he was like, "Oh, but that's cool. You still get paid?" I was like, "Yeah, but it's not a lot." I don't know. I try to make it realistic.
I think that's the difference right there between me and you. When someone talks about me, I make it bigger than what it needs to be. Because I've learned from music and rap that if you put out a song and it's on SoundCloud, compared to if you put out a song that's on Apple Music, if it's on SoundCloud, niggas are gonna be like, "Oh, he's just a SoundCloud rapper." Mm-hmm. But if it's on Apple Music, it's like, "Oh, this nigga has a deal. He's signed. Yeah, this is legitimate now." Yeah. Compared to if it's on SoundCloud, and that's the cool thing with YouTube. You don't really have to worry about that shit because it's it's all being funneled to this one place. Now you just have to stand out.
Yeah.
But
anyway. I hope this is going to the right folder. Now that I think about it. Should I check it or should I just fuck it?
Fuck it. The Christmas party. Anyway, back to the Christmas party.
Yeah, Christmas party.
How did you feel about it? Because it wasn't really... It was Christmas Eve party. It was like a crab boil.
Crab boil was good. I fucks with it. I like the scallops. Scallops were good. The little chopped up scallops.
Those were clams.
Those are clams?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it like that. Oh, that was so bomb. It was so... I only got a little piece because, there wasn't a lot. They were so bomb. Crab was good. Everything was good. Seafood was good. Corn was good. I don't know. The party itself was just like... I don't know. I didn't really care.
I didn't really like the party. No much. I really wanted to go home because I was itching. If you don't know, right now I'm suffering from a skin infection. And Jeremiah dropped the ball.
He has syphilis.
I don't have syphilis. Syphilis is not even a skin infection. Is it?
I don't know. I just said it. I tried to think of
because I was watching South Park, and they were talking about STDs.
Al Capone has syphilis.
Isn't he dead?
Yeah, he had syphilis.
There you go.
That's what I said.
I thought you said had syphilis.
Yeah, he had. I said it very like sluggish, so I could see how you.
I thought you meant like he's still alive. I was like,
oh no, he's dead.
Anyway, yeah. So I was watching South Park, and they were talking about STDs, and they showed pictures. They showed pictures to the kids on AIDS and shit like that. And that should have been a topic, but whatever. They showed pictures of kids like AIDS and shit like that. And they said, this is syphilis. And he had like dots all on his back, like shingles almost. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? But back to the Christmas party. I feel like the Christmas party was boring. It wasn't really that fun. All there was to do was eat. And I wanted to go home. Mm-hmm. I had snowballs with people's names on it, though. Nobody came outside for it.
Why don't you tell anyone?
Because...
you mean to like throw at them? I thought you meant like you got a snowball and you wrote on their names. It was like,
why didn't you tell anyone?
Why'd you just sat there?
What? Why didn't you tell anyone, nigga? What?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was kind of boring. I don't know.
It was boring.
I'm about to have another one today, and
I found a place. I was there. I was just like, I'm not vibing with it. The only person I was vibing with was like Rock, and you.
And me, obviously.
But it's like, that's not good. I don't like that. I don't like going to a party or going to anything and only having one person or two people to like...
Well, because the problem is all those niggas have different things like that. Nobody really vibes together like that.
Yeah,
Our family's too big. Our family's too big for niggas to just vibe
together. It's like... I think what it is, it's just like, we're in this weird area where... Or at least I don't know. I was going to say like generation, but... I think you and I just we're so separated from everyone else.
On purpose.
I wouldn't say it's on purpose. I
separate myself on purpose because we have bad niggas in our family. So I don't want to get caught up in a nigga being a stripper or some shit like that. And that's why I kind of distance myself from that shit. Yeah. So then I'm not we have a lot of niggas in our family that will blame you for shit that they did. And I'm like, you know that shit's true. And you know that shit's true. Like, I guarantee you, Kay is gonna be. I'm not gonna say that. Yeah. Kay is gonna be like, oh, I did this because I don't have a dad. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, nigga, you did that because that's what you wanted to do. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just like niggas will blame other people for things, and that's why I'm like, I don't trust this family. It's super scandalous, and that's why I just
scandalous.
I don't fuck with it like that.
I don't know. I felt better. I see you take. Well, I agree with you with that. And what I was gonna say is that like them, they're all connected. Like K, A, J, K's sister. Mm-hmm. They're all like, it's like a group. T. They're all like in a group. And they, I don't know. And I feel like they're like dominating now. And I think that's the new generation or whatever. I feel like we're getting old. That's my fear. I hate that. I hate
why do you feel like we're getting old? Our generation, not our generation, but our hobbies are the silent majority.
Yeah, I hate that.
Our hobbies aren't we're ratchet listening to Cardi B in the club shaking that. Our hobbies are like, okay, we are going to make entertainment in the future. When you go and put on VR and play Accounting Plus, that is the fucking future.
I feel like I'm too ambitious for a family. I think that's what I feel. I truly feel that. I feel like my ideas and my like just mentality and stuff is just like it's not it's not in their realm, if that makes sense.
Of belief.
A belief, like, I don't know. I don't like undermine them saying like, you know, I don't want to make me seem like I'm this all fucking god. No, I just think like I think differently.
It's true in a way that it's like they need instant gratification is why Kay decided to do what she did.
Yeah.
Because that gives you instant gratification.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of niggas do certain things. Like the only person I could say who has that, I'm gonna stick it out for a while is Grampy, but even Grampy doesn't have that, even with the business, because what ended up happening was he closed it down, went back to work, and then opened it back up because so many people were talking about it.
Yeah.
So he went away for like a full year.
Yeah.
For a year or two, actually.
Yeah.
If you remember. So it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, so you tried something out, and it failed, obviously, at first. Yeah. But instead of being like Chester and sticking to your guns, you decided to, I'm going to go away.
Yeah, because it's like, well, in that sense, it's an investment. That's why. But that's like with Grampy, it's so freaking weird. Because like when I talk to him, I feel like we're in a similar realm. He's a creator. He created the business, and he did everything. So like I feel like when I'm talking to him, I can have like I don't want to say intellectual because then I feel like I can't have a smart conversation with anyone else. No, but it was more like when I talk to him, I feel like him and I are like connected in a way. Like him and I have some type of similarities to where I can talk to him. Whereas for like Kay, I can't talk to her. Like I can't talk to her about anything. What are we going to talk about? You know, like we have nothing in common. A lot of people in our family, I feel like I don't have anything in common with them like that. Like what are we going to talk about?
It becomes one of those things where it's like you're outlooked until you do something big. So what's happening is, right, me and you, we're on the lower end of things because we're not doing anything. We're doing things that aren't huge yet.
Yeah.
But legit, it only takes one video for our channel to pop off. It only takes one song for my album or my music to pop off. It only takes one.
Yeah.
And then it's done. You know what I mean? Like, no one can fucking step to you and be like, oh. And then those people, and this is why that's why you're hearing a lot of songs. Those same people who weren't there, they're gonna come back around and be like, hey man, I was with you. Remember the Christmas party? And it's like, nigga, you weren't there. Like, we didn't talk. We didn't have anything in common. You just now since I have money, the only thing we have in common is money. So you're gonna talk to me about money. That's why you hear that in a lot of songs. That's why people are like, money's a problem because of that. You see but in our family, those people are easy to see, easy to spot.
Yeah, but see, then there's another thing where if you get famous and if you get big or whatever, you're gonna have to like kind of look out because people are gonna try to be your friends.
My guy, listen,
and you can't really tell. Well, you could tell, but at the same time, like there's some people that are gonna legit just want to be your friend, you know. But
that's my thing. I'm cutthroat. As soon as that song pops, I'm cutthroat. Niggas are done. Niggas are done. You think I'm joking? I already have the niggas who are there and who will stay there. They're already in place. Everyone else is just fucking done. They're cutthroat.
Disposable.
They're disposable. It's just like I'm not using you because I don't need you, but I could use you. Yeah. And I may need you for later on, so I'm gonna keep that bridge intact. But when it comes later on and you try and cross that bridge and you haven't sent me anything.
You haven't paid that toll bridge fee.
Yeah, exactly. It's like two bridges, and we each have like fucking I have goods that you need and you have goods that I need. And then you don't bring goods over the bridge, but I keep bringing goods over the bridge.
You're looking at it through a business standpoint, is what it seems like.
Not even. It's just a real reality. Like I'm not the like we can be friends, I guess, but we ain't never gonna be just because I have money. And now we're talking like you didn't help me. You didn't help me with my starter. You didn't help me with my Pontiac when it was broken. You didn't help me. You didn't help me buy the shit that made me famous. Yeah. You didn't even share my music. But now you want to come around and act like, you know what I mean? Now you want to come around and act like that shit's the dopest shit in the world, and you're gonna share it to everybody. This is my cousin. This is my cousin. You don't get the fuck out of here.
I don't know, man. It's weird.
No, niggas.
Cutthroat. No, it's weird because it's like I look at just life in general, it's just very like bleak. Different. Not bleak, but like just different. As in like when you leave, like what do you like? You're not gonna get. This is why I don't value money like that. Because when you die, you're not gonna keep your money.
No,
but
you're not giving away my money either.
You're not keeping anything. The only thing that
And this is what I did learn from Jay-Z, because I thought the same way you did.
What?
And what I learned from Jay-Z from that album was, yes, when you die, you do not keep your money, but your younger
legacy,
your legacy does.
Yeah.
And so when you live your life, once you have a kid, you have now started a legacy.
Yeah.
That money that you get needs to be able to live throughout your legacy.
Exactly.
You don't want your kid to be as worse off as you. You want them to be better, and you want to teach them. Let's say you start right here, right, and you end up here, and your legacy should start with you, and then just keep going up.
Yeah.
Instead, what ends up happening, especially in black families, is we start down here, we go up, our legacy starts down here again, we go up, and it's just like that. It's never building upon building, and that's what. And I feel like that's what the song "Legacy" means in Jay-Z's album. It's like you need to.
But it's like, see, my thing is, it's like, I feel like people don't have a plan. Like, they don't have a long-term plan. It's always, okay, I need to make money now. I'm gonna get money now. I'm gonna go work this job. But like, I don't know. I just feel like they don't have a plan, and it's just like it's weird to sit here and think about the future and people and like where are you going to be in 10 years? Like, well,
that doesn't exist in my opinion. That doesn't exist. That when niggas say where you gonna be, me and Amanda had this conversation. When niggas say where you gonna be in 5 years, I'm like, I don't know. I could die tomorrow. I'm not gonna answer that question. You can say what I'm gonna do tomorrow. What I'm gonna do the day after that. But when it comes to 5 years, nigga, anything could happen in 5 years. Now, I know the question is, where do you envision yourself in 5 years? Like, where do you want to be? But I don't. And football taught me this also. When you play football, you play for the next play only. You don't play for the next game. You don't play for the playoffs.
Yeah.
You play for that game.
Yeah.
You play for today, nigga. Like, you ain't playing for like when. Like, I'm not playing for when I make $1 million.
But see,
I'm playing for today, tomorrow. I have a plan that I'm sticking to, but that plan isn't for you to know. That plan isn't for mom to know. That plan is for me.
Yeah. But see, I feel like people just don't have. Like, I feel like they're so. And this is kind of taking a stab at you, not really, but like mainly with K. I feel like people are just so focused on like the now. Like, okay.
How's that taking a stab at me?
I don't know, because it's pretty much like the opposite of what you're saying right now, almost.
How?
Because I feel like the majority of our family is focused on the instant gratification, like the now, like, but that's what now.
No,
you know?
Okay, so I think well, I'll let you finish.
No, like that's what I was like. It's just like they're focusing on the now instead of focusing on like the potential, what this could be, and then not only that, what the legacy that this is going to bring,
100%,
and that what you're leaving,
100%.
You know,
what I'm saying is, when a nigga's like, oh, you need instant gratification now, those people are like, okay, I'm gonna do this now. And then I'm going to do this later. And then I'm going to do... Like, they have a bunch of different chunks. Like, it's almost like a chain. Yeah. And like they say, at any point, that chain can be broken. Yeah. What I'm saying is, you make a plan that only you need to know. Yeah. And you live every day working towards that plan. Mm-hmm. So it's like, let's say my plan in a year is to get 1,000 views on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, so today, what can I do to get 1,000 views on YouTube? Next day, what can I do to get... It's the same game. Yeah. But I'm only working play by play. Yeah. I'm not working fucking 2 months down the line. Okay, so in 2 months, I need to have this done, this done, this done, and I should have 500. Yeah. Like, that's not how YouTube works, and that's not how life works. You have to grow, and the slow build is a way to do it. Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird.
It's super weird. I kind of like that tangent we went down, though.
I don't know. I try just to have something that's meaningful, really. Like, I don't want to just do something just to do it. You know, like, I want to get something out of it, and at the same time, give something out of it. Yeah. And that's why I like writing stories, because I could express
how you feel,
how I feel, and then just like certain characters and how they work, and at the same time, give the audience something that
they don't know they want,
that they don't know they want, they can relate to, or find a message behind it, you know, and it's just, and I don't know, just leave a legacy, just leave something for people to either remember you by, not even remember you, just something that's going to make life better, I guess.
For everyone else, yeah.
And try to make it better. But
which leads us to our next topic, almost perfect when you were talking about writing stories. We have Persona 5. Now, this is a spoiler review. Or not even a review, it's just spoiler.
ever talk about it?
We're talking about it.
We're just gonna have this playing in the background.
We're 100% talking about it. I'm gonna let Jeremiah start because he's been playing a lot of it. I think his fresh perspective on it is going to give you a better experience.
God damn, this game looks good. Or the animation. I love the anime. Okay, so where do I begin? So I played this game when did this game come out? In spring. Sometime in spring.
Yeah,
this game
2017.
I played it a little bit. Then, after that, Danganronpa came out. Or, not, it didn't come out.
Danganronpa's been out. I showed you about Danganronpa.
I played the first... two of them already came out. Danganronpa 1 and 2 was already out. So I played the first one. Loved it. Beat it. And I was like, okay, I need to take a break. And played Horizon. I played Horizon. Didn't beat it. Got, towards the end.
Yeah.
And then... I forgot what else was... I forgot what else. Something else came out and I started playing that. And then... I played Danganronpa 3... Or I played Danganronpa 2. Beat the game... Because Danganronpa 3 was about to come out. So I beat that game. 2 weeks later, Danganronpa 3 came out. Played that, beat it. Took me 4 straight days to beat it. And then I just kind of been just chilling back, playing games every now and again. But mainly focusing on YouTube and stuff like that. Then I played this beautiful ass game, Persona 5. The Game Awards happened a couple weeks ago.
So, yeah, I'm going to jump in a little bit here. The Game Awards happened a couple weeks ago. And we had a conversation last week on the podcast about Game of the Year, and I was a little in my feelings. I was a little upset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
because
were.
I had finished this game back in spring. I played it nonstop.
Yeah,
probably for two months, maybe a little less.
Yeah,
in time was 200 hours. So what ends up happening is I end up playing the game, finishing it, whatever. And I had at this point I had already finished Danganronpa 1 and 2.
Yeah. I
was waiting for 3 because I finished them when they initially came out on Vita.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the Game Awards and I'm saying this is wrong. Persona 5 deserves this title.
Yeah.
Jeremiah agreed with me. And I said, Jeremiah, you don't even know. You're going to agree with me tenfold once you play this game.
Yeah.
So, fast forward to now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the game?
The game is great. The game is amazing. The game is probably the best game of 2017. I think it beats out Horizon, Legend of Zelda, PUBG by a shit ton. And Mario Odyssey. See, now I broke this down and I was like, I played Horizon. It didn't give me the feels like this game gave me the feels. As in it
didn't.
I'm talking about the critical point. I'm talking about when it peaks. This game is phenomenal. I played Legend of Zelda. I beat that game. That game, story wise, shit.
It doesn't even peak, bro.
It doesn't peak. The back, it sets it up and then it just falls. It just drops the ball.
Yeah, it doesn't set up enough.
So, Legend of Zelda, right, that's the problem with that game. Mario Odyssey I haven't played, so I really don't know. PUBG, haven't played, really don't know. But I can already tell you that it's just a fucking battle royale, which if you played one of them, pretty much played all of them.
Yeah.
Or at least got the gist of it. And to say that game is Game of the Year, kill yourself. I'm sorry, but no, it's bullshit. And then Horizon, it was good, but it was just I just felt like it just kind of kept steady.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't think I got to the peak yet, or maybe I have, and it just was but Persona, this game is literally, I felt some type of way when the peak happened. I felt I was what the fuck? This game should have got Game of the Year, by far. The only thing I will say Legend of Zelda has over this game is probably the addiction factor, but I don't even know if that's true.
Bro, this game had niggas, this game had me addicted for 2 months. This game had Nick addicted for 3.
This game is addicting.
This game had you addicted, and it still does.
I haven't beat it.
But it does. You're going to go and you're going to play it. You just will.
I don't know, man. Regardless, what you
right when you're done with this, what are you about to do?
When I'm done with this, I'm probably trying to finish up the skit, to be honest.
You're not going to play Persona?
No. Oh, Persona 4?
5.
No. Oh, after this? You're talking about
after the
Oh,
podcast.
yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about, when I'm done with the game. No, after this I'm playing Persona 5. And then
so it's like that addiction factor is there.
And then probably I'm going to try to beat Persona 4 as well. I'm going to buy for Vita and then try to beat that. But it's just it's just like certain games, I feel like it didn't get the love because it really is a grind. Like, the game is a grind.
It can be a grind, my nigga. It had its hooks. It had its hooks in you from the beginning to the end.
It did.
Like, the beginning
Animation's
when that girl
beautiful.
fucking commits suicide. Like,
yeah, that was fucking crazy.
That had me feeling some type of way from jump. And then I was just waiting.
Can we get this fucking piece of shit game out of here? Oh, it's PUBG. It's literally like all the same. If you look at Fortnite, PUBG, that game for mobile that we played, it's literally all, okay, we're just gonna fall down from a parachute. It's all the same. Like, they're literally biting off of...
This game deserved Game of the
Year. It did. It deserved Game of the Year. It had the
it
factor.
It hurts me that it didn't get Game of
the
the Year.
Animation, like, every time anime like this came on, I was focused. I was in. Like, I was like, oh, shit. Like, and then I was like, oh, if this is an anime, I'm watching it for sure. But you said it didn't, so I don't know. And it was just like... Just everything about this game was just beautiful.
It made you care for every single character in a unique way that hasn't been done before. Like, come on, bro. Mario Odyssey, we've had a billion times. Zelda, new, but it's just copying off of Horizon, other open world games. This game has done things that no other game has done.
I'm excited to see the potential of this game because there is some stuff that I'm like, okay, I want them to expand on this aspect. Like, for example, like relationships, right? I feel like once you get that, it really doesn't matter after that. Like, yeah, it's like okay, you could take them movies, you could do, but it's like after that, like you hit the peak, like you can't do anything else. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the day, the game is really amazing. It's really fucking fire. I have to get in this chair. Thank you for just fucking up the whole train of thought.
I feel like he does it on purpose. Like, he hears us. Ronnie, be honest. Did you sit there at the door? You just sat there, and then
I was waiting for a good pause. I was like, all right.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck them up.
All right, fam.
Yeah. So mom wants chairs and stuff down there.
We don't have any chairs.
All right, more metal ones. You know any other metal ones? Right.
Tell one of those bitch ass niggas to bring a fucking chair.
He's salty as fuck. Anyway. Like, the relationship, I feel like, after you get, like, it doesn't really matter, you know? Like,
yeah, I mean, there are things that need to be expanded on, but I feel like if you play Persona 4 and play this game, you will see leaps and bounds of changes.
Yeah, I feel like I should play Persona 4 first.
You should have.
Because now I'm looking forward to Persona 3. This is so gay. I'm sorry, I always make fun of that when they do stuff like Joker. When that Joker's skull, when he does that, it just makes me laugh because it just looks funny. But yeah, just this game was just well crafted. This game and Horizon.
No, I'm salty for two reasons. I'm salty for one reason. The two reasons. Reason number one: the game didn't win the sound award. 100% should have won the sound award. I don't give a fuck who you are. That music is beautiful. Tell me that you have not just been like, damn, that's good music.
It's good music. I like it.
And I even went back and played fucking the game that did win it.
Yeah.
Music is nowhere near the same. Nowhere near. All right, that's one. I love Nier Automata, but nowhere near.
No, Nier Automata. No, fam. I'm sorry. Fuck that game.
All right.
Overrated.
And you're not even. There's more. So we're not. He's not at the end of the game.
I'm not.
Still more
I hit
shit.
the peak. I hit the peak, and I'm probably like a little bit past the climax. All right, I'm a lot of past the climax, but like that was like the climax. Now it's kind of like the resolution, the resolve of the story.
No,
that's what it seems like, at least. I
mean,
don't know.
It is.
It seems like I know what's going to happen.
There's more shit. And the more shit is even crazier.
See?
I didn't want to tell you that, but I had to. So there's more shit. So he's talking about from a point. So I mean, this is spoilers. So he's talking about from the very beginning.
Spoilers.
To the point where you fight Akechi.
Okay, we don't have to say the name. We don't have to name drop.
It's already spoilers, nigga.
Sort of. I don't know. I want them to like experience it if they're like interested. Like I want them. I just want to give them like little tiny.
Okay, well I'm sorry.
Hints.
Beat what I said.
Beat my dick.
Beat my dick, nigga. No, from the point where you fight someone in the game that means a lot to you.
Yeah. That was actually really great to say.
Thank you. I practice on my shit all the time. So you saw that shit, like the hang? Like all that shit is shit that you needed to have. Or you should have.
The hang?
Don't. Yeah.
I think so.
Like all the ways you...
Oh, no, I don't have that.
I know.
I might have it. I don't know. I have some execution.
So like that makes it to where you can get like abilities.
A sleep boost? What the fuck do I need a sleep boost for?
It makes your niggas go to sleep. Anyway. It's a lot of shit.
Oh, this game is beautiful.
This game is fucking amazing. It comes to a point where like niggas need to stop with this Mario, Zelda, Nintendo bullshit. Nintendo did a great job. Good job, Nintendo. But Atlas murdered this game. Like, this is the first Persona I finished, and I went back and I got to the climax of 4, and I stopped playing, and then I played this one because it was coming out and it was announced. And that's why I was so hyped. You remember I was super hyped to play Persona.
Yeah, we went to PlayStation
I wanted the bag
Experience and you
so
wanted the
fucking
bag.
bad.
I was going to buy it for you on eBay, but I was like, nah.
It's probably hella expensive.
Not really.
I was about to buy you a Vita.
I was about to buy you a
Christmas.
Vita.
Again?
Deadass. No, like the actual like blue ones. Baby blue
Yeah,
ones.
I was about to buy you one, but I ran out of money. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. This game's fucking... The game is fucking brilliant, bro. Mm-hmm. It's just like, do you have that?
Yeah, I have that one. Yeah.
So that's one of them that you should have. I think that's the one that actually starts. So you should have that one.
I have that one.
The one.
I have the Sacrifice. I have this one. I have.
Do you have this one?
It's the Sacrifice one. And then I have. I think I have like one more after that.
Yeah, you need to get those.
Yeah, anyway, I have this one. Yeah, it's the item one. Yeah, I have this one.
This game
is beautiful. Legend of Zelda is trash. Story wise, visuals it looks good. Gameplay wise, it's good.
So it shouldn't have gotten to Legend of Zelda.
No,
obviously.
Like the thing is, if it was between, if Persona had to lose to anyone, I would rather give it to Legend of Zelda than Mario, than Horizon, and then PUBG.
But why, bro? Here's what I get upset about. That's hilarious.
What?
When fusion fails.
Why is that a thing?
Because if you fuck up and fuse 2 personas that you didn't want to fuse.
I want to buy one of them. I want to buy like a fucking card just to have one.
So when we sit and talk about this game, I'm not blowing steam up the game's ass. I've told everybody who's played the game has loved it. Mm-hmm. There hasn't been one person who's been like, yeah, this game's ass.
Yeah. Not
one. The climaxes in this game are beautiful.
Yeah.
The character building in this game is beautiful. If you're not an RPG guy, I'm not going to say this will convert you to an RPG guy at all.
No.
If you don't like reading, it might make you...
If you don't like reading and if you don't like grinding, this game is probably not for you.
But it is... But you're doing that in Zelda.
But Zelda is more like... It's more interactive, as in like you're constantly doing adventure, like you're constantly moving and doing stuff on your own.
But Zelda, here's my problem with Zelda. Zelda, the story doesn't finish until you fucking buy the DLC. The story doesn't finish. There's more story. It's a DLC story.
Well, I think it's. So I think that DLC is. I think it's backstory. I think is what it is.
It's needed.
Not really.
Nigga, you wake up in the game. You wake the fuck. I'm sorry if I'm just a little.
Yeah,
upset.
chill.
You wake up in the game, right? You wake up in this pond.
Yeah.
And you go on an adventure. That's how the game starts.
Yeah.
There is a whole backstory that we are missing to that game.
Yeah.
That is what we're getting in this DLC.
Yeah.
We're okay with that. We're okay with that. But we're not okay with Destiny doing that shit. And we're not okay with... Nintendo is allowed to do it. But we're not okay with Destiny. Destiny's doing it now. Destiny 1
That's not backstory, though, is it? I don't know. I don't know Destiny. Is it backstory or is that what's going on like right now? Like, okay, this is just like a raid, like the raid.
Okay, that's going on. That's happening right now. But there was what was it? Like everything happens right now, but you're getting shit for the backstory. Like knowing who Osiris is, that's for the backstory. Okay. Without knowing who Osiris is, you're missing a big chunk of understanding. Yeah. So it's like this DLC tells you who Osiris is. That's for backstory. Next DLC shows you who this is. That's for backstory.
Yeah.
Next DLC shows you who this is. That's for backstory.
Yeah.
That's exactly beat for beat what is happening with Zelda, and we're okay with it. But when it comes to Destiny, we're not okay at all. And we're gonna act like those shrines were the dopest shit of all time. Like, shrines were ass. Shrines were not the dopest thing.
It was just like a maze or just like a puzzle you do to.
Awesome, bro. Oh my god. I'm gonna grind out all. If you look at my fucking Switch, my guy,
I don't know why you
I have almost all of them done.
Why? The only thing that
because I need them. Like,
I like
that's how I play games.
I like the adventure of the game. See, you fucked that up. I didn't. I just play. I was like, okay, I'm walking. Oh, here's a shrine. Do I feel like doing one? Fuck it, let's do it. I went in there. I was like, is this doable or is this like gonna be quick? If it's not, then I just say fuck it. If it is, I just do it real quick.
I went and looked it up. Okay, this is how I do it. I can't do it right now. Okay, I'm gonna come back. Right, I'm gonna grind to get.
Yeah, because you have to get certain stuff too,
yeah,
certain
it's
items.
Fucking gay, bro.
There's some stuff that I was like, wow, this is fucking crazy. Like when a fucking dragon just came from the sky and started like going around. I like try to follow it, see if I can attack it.
Cool, but that happens in Fallout.
And then yeah, it does. And then
we didn't give Fallout Game of the Year for that shit.
I mean, Fallout lost The Witcher. I'll lose The Witcher too.
The Witcher didn't have any of that shit.
The Witcher won.
No, but it didn't have any of that shit.
If you killed a lot of cows, apparently it does.
It kills a lot of cows.
If you go and just slaughter a whole bunch of cows, just like this fucking monster just tries to attack you. But no, The Witcher didn't. But The Witcher, I like the side story. Is cool.
I'm just saying we're gonna just shit on Persona
like
that.
Fallout or Witcher. I'm fine with either or.
I am too. I was upset about this.
Nah,
this one there was
Persona
an obvious fucking
Persona should have
winner.
won it.
There's an obvious.
I understand why they
winner,
didn't
bro.
win it. I'm assuming because the people who played it didn't beat it at all.
But that is your job. That is your fucking job.
But see, it is, but it isn't. What the award does, they get they get judges from like IGN, from GameSpot,
Yeah, no,
from different,
I understand that. So it's your job to play these games.
And then they go on there and they hire them.
If you vote on Game of the Year, it is your job to play every game of the year. Every game that is nominated, it's your job. Your fucking job to play them.
2017 votes. I want to see if we can get like what kind of votes like place. Do they have like first place was this, like Zelda, and second place was this, or no? Do we have like the votes or anything? You know what I'm saying?
I would do 2017 Game of the Year placing. You already had it typed up.
What?
Placing.
What's his IGN? Fuck it. People's Choice was Zelda. What? You see that shit, Shane?
Look, go down for IGN. Was it even nominated? Nope, not even nominated.
Best of 2017 nominees, Game of the Year. Oh.
Wasn't even nominated.
Are you fucking kidding me? Horizon? You're gonna give Cuphead? Okay, there we go. Yeah,
oh, it was?
Yeah, it was. Shit.
So they obviously had everyone.
I think they were like, okay, have like, let's say 6 games, 7 games, and then choose your best 7 games and give it to us. I think that's what they did. And then for each like point, they're like, okay, this is what's gonna be picked. Now you guys choose between this. That's what I'm guessing is what they did, but I'm not sure. I just want to see like if it got like first place or second place or whatever. I don't think it did. I don't think they do. I'm really salty.
All you have to do is figure out who. That's exactly what you do. If you want to figure this out for real, you figure out who voted on it. So go to Polygon's Game of the Year. Go to everyone's Game of the Year.
Oh, fuck that.
And like everyone who voted on it. So Polygon, GameSpot. If they have if Polygon has Zelda, they voted for Zelda.
Yeah, for sure. I think everyone probably pretty much has Zelda.
You can scroll up. It's right there.
I thought I saw like Zelda somewhere. Oh, Zelda fan. My I don't know, man.
I guarantee you they avoided Zelda.
We'll do like game 17. Let's just do like GameSpot. We're gonna do games. We're just gonna do like a couple of them just to see what they did. Top 10 list. What do they give for number 1? Is my thing. Oh, okay, they have it right here. Persona got second place. Kill yourself. Oh shoot, man.
It's your fucking heart.
Odyssey got third. Get the fuck out of here. Over Horizon, Wolfenstein Hellblade. What Remains of Edith Finch?
Horizon isn't on that list, is it?
No, it is. It was. I think it was like 8th or something, or 6th. My bad. I really have to go all the way back to like. Come on, man. That was GameSpot.
So GameSpot, it was second for GameSpot.
I think that's what a lot of people did too, which just had second place. But PC Gamer.
They're not giving it to.
They're not giving it to Persona.
Yeah, they're obviously gonna give it to Divinity because this is PC games. Persona's a PlayStation exclusive.
Tech Radar.
That's another thing for fucking exclusive. Having Persona 5 is I would be so mad if I was on Xbox and I needed to play that game.
What's funny is that I think Xbox only had Battlegrounds it's not exclusive. That's PC too. But I guess you could say, oh well, it's Microsoft
Console
exclusive. I want to see what they had. What's Game of the Year? Best RPG. Oh well, we already know what this one's gonna be then.
They gave Zelda best RPG.
So Zelda's... Look, I'm going to click Zelda. Oh, no. Okay, I take that back. Yeah, Game of the Year 2017 Zelda. Of course, if you're going to give Zelda best RPG, you're going to give it Game of the Year, too. Kill yourself. All right, we'll do one more.
VGA?
Yeah, VGA.
That's...
No?
No, yeah, let's do that one.
I think Persona got second place on a lot of them. I think. But that's just based on one thing. This one was Zelda, I think. Are these? I think these are just like what they wanted, maybe. Game of the Year 2017. Yeah, this is what
Assassin's Creed Origins. If you don't stop,
they didn't even put Persona on here.
So yeah, a lot of people I don't think played it.
Yeah, let's just best. Okay, Persona's gonna be on here because it's gonna be 15, but I gotta 14. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Resident Evil 7.
Splatoon 2?
Splatoon 2.
Okay.
Prey.
Okay.
Horizon.
Okay.
If you don't stop.
Guarantee. Watch number 1 be Legends. I dare you. I dare you to be. I dare you to be number. You son of a bitch. Well, we know why. We know why they got number 1. A lot of people chose it for number 1. That's why they won it. Shit happens, man.
But we know what the better game is.
Persona 5. Hands down. Now, with that being said, our next topic, guys, is going to be the new Bright. I think it's a Netflix original, right? Because I saw them like different shit, so I was like, oh, Netflix is doing that now. Or they have Netflix original and they're doing it on like different apps too, like they're putting it out. Go to the whatchamacallit, the this. I saw it like down here and it wasn't on Netflix. So I was like, oh, are they?
No,
like...
it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Promotion.
Oh, okay, never mind. I fucked that up. See, you see Netflix, and then you have it Netflix down there.
It's just promotion.
My bad. But yeah, Bright. You know what I'm saying, featuring Will Smith, and I want to talk about this with Jalen because I feel like this movie's really freaking good. Let's do a quick little trailer. So first of all, if you guys don't know what Bright is, I described it almost like a Lord of the Rings type, like a modern day Lord of the Rings type situation where.
It's Lord of the Rings in the modern day.
Lord of the Rings mixed in with Harry Potter modern day. I'd say that's fair to say. Where the world is filled with multiple species such as orcs. You got elves. You got humans, pixie fairies, and then like they had a minotaur in here. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. You know, he had the fucking horse with a human body. They had that. So it's kind of like one of those fairy tale or like old school type movies or stories or whatever. Orcs, which are these people that like have shit on their face, they get a bad rep. They're pretty much like black people, you know. This is how minorities. This is how
are the minorities.
This is how I envisioned this movie. I was like, I feel like they were trying to get a secret message across, but that's I'm going to that later. So the orcs, I think it was like 2,000 years ago, had a war with humanity or whatever, and they lost. And then ever since then, they've been oppressed and been shitted on their whole lives, or their whole existence so far. Elves are rich. You guys know the elves, niggas with the pointy ears. They're rich. They live in luxurious lives. And that's about it. Humans are just regular. They could be either rich or poor. It doesn't really matter. So those are the three main races that you see throughout the whole movie, and that's expressed throughout the whole movie. That being said, that glowing thing that you guys just saw was a wand, and a wand has the ability to grant any power, or grant any wish. You can go back in time, you can go forward in time, you can wish for $1 million, whatever. It's OP as fuck. It's a wand. But you can only use the wand if you're called this thing called a bright, which is people that are able to use the wand and hold it and control it.
That are human.
No, that are anyone. Yeah.
No, only humans can't hold the wand.
Oh, no. Okay, so...
Everyone else, if you're an elf, you can hold the wand regardless. Only humans can't.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, everyone else, only elves can hold the wands. And everyone else has to be bright. Only humans can be brights. Orcs can't hold wands, like no one else can hold wands. Humans can be brights, and only elves can hold like wands.
Okay. So, that being said, that's what this whole movie's about. Is about these two cops, one orc, one human, obtain a wand, and they're trying to like not die while having the wand and trying to do like the right thing, pretty much. And they have this villain, Numi. I don't know how to say her name properly. It's like Numi Rapace or whatever. Fucking beautiful actress, I should say. She chased them, trying to kill him. You have the FBI, who's trying to like actually do the right thing, like help him out and stuff like that. So that's the gist of the story. Right? Yeah. Now let's get down to that our feelings in the story. So first off, the story. Overall, I loved it. I loved every single second of that movie. Every single second, I was just like, "This is a good ass movie." So when you came in and you told me people don't like it, I was like, "Really? Like, are you? This movie's good. I like it. It was entertaining. I love Will Smith. Some of his lines were cheesy, but at the same time, some of his lines were funny. He was supposed to be like that tough cop or whatever. But when he was like, "Fairy lives don't matter today," I was like, "Yeet." And this is why I was like, okay, I feel like they're taking more of like a Black Lives Matter route or whatever. Because the orcs, his friend Jacoby, which is an orc, first police orc ever, he gets a lot of shit. A lot of people always talk shit to him, make fun of him, all this other stuff. And Ward, which is Will Smith, the main character, he has that bias to him. Like, you can tell he has that hint to him. But at the same time, he's like, but I'm a police. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're an orc or not, but like...
Okay, so... How deep do you want to get into this movie?
We go fucking deep.
Alright, so let's start off with what you said, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Do I think there's a secret thing? No. I think what it is that's obviously going to happen in modern day. When you have, for example, let's apply it to today. We have Germany being the Nazis, right?
Yeah.
And so if you are a Nazi, you're just the scum of the earth. You're a piece of shit. And I think that can
But imagine if a Nazi was a race, though. You know?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's
exactly
what I'm saying. I think that's what it is. Like, they can't just kill themselves. They're a fucking race.
Yeah.
So their whole races look like, you attacked us. Like,
yeah.
So that's where I think that lands. I went into this movie. I'm just going to give a little timeline of the movie. I knew it was coming out, like... months before it actually dropped. I was waiting for it to drop. I was actually very anxious because I wanted a Will Smith movie.
I thought it was a TV show at first. I didn't know it was a movie.
I knew it was a movie instantaneously because they said it was, and the opening week or the week leading up, Jaden Smith had Instagrammed a picture of them watching it in theaters because it came out like for an exclusive showing for people. So the movie comes out. and I look at reviews first. And niggas are tearing it apart.
Yeah.
Mind you, same director that directed a lot of other cop movies. Niggas are killing him for that. There's a lot of people who made Suicide Squad on this movie. People are killing him for that. Max Landis wrote the movie. People are killing nobody likes him.
Why? Like, what's the problem? Like, what?
Niggas just don't like the people who created the movie.
So it's like, oh, you made Suicide Squad. We didn't like that, so this movie's ass by association.
Pretty much.
What the fuck?
I was looking at a lot of...
How does that make sense?
I was looking at a lot of fucking reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Mind you, this is Rotten Tomatoes, so it's not like the cream of the crop. And the audience rating at the time, I don't know if it's changed, was 90%.
Mm-hmm. You check.
We can look at this, yeah. The audience rating was 90%. And the critic rating was 30 or lower. And I was looking at... I was like, why is it getting such a low... And this is when the movie launched, like a day after the movie launched or whatever. I was like, why is it getting such low ratings? And so me and Amanda went to go eat. Yeah, see. So it went down a little bit, but yeah.
Tomato Monitor, or the fuck you, is 30%.
Tomato Meter, that's 30%. Those are the...
So it's who didn't like it?
Yeah, those are people who didn't like it. Those are people who did.
Okay.
But the people who did, that's the audience. And the other one's the critics.
Okay. So 30% of the critics didn't like it.
That's not how it works.
Criticized who gave this movie positive. So 30% gave this movie a positive review?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that means there's that many negative reviews.
And a percentage of users. So fuck the critics, man. I'm sorry.
So scroll down and read some of these because they're ridiculous. Well, they show you right here.
Bright is bloated, expensive mess, and Netflix movie with blockbuster aspirations and fiery-sized brains. Fiery? Okay. Finally, a high fantasy for a sunglass on back. What? The back of the headset. Are people upset because of like they just don't fuck with it? I'm assuming.
Read this one.
You can't spell law force without orc. That's hilarious.
like you can't spell David Ayers without another cop movie. Like that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You're not judging the actual movie. You're just like, oh, he made another cop movie. So since he made a cop movie, so let's say I put Jeremiah, your name on it. Mm-hmm. Then it's like what? Then it doesn't matter. Like,
I feel like, I mean, first of all, I don't know. I came into this movie with not knowing anything. I thought it was a TV show, and it came to be a movie. I was like, well, fuck it, I'm watching a Will Smith movie that just came out. I'm fine with that. And I just loved every set. Like, maybe because I went in there unbiased and untainted, that it just... Well,
I went in, and that's another thing. I went in with a bias.
That girl's big right there.
I went in being like, okay, Amanda, we're gonna watch this Will Smith movie. Hopefully, it's full of memes. Hopefully, it's bad because a lot of people are tearing it apart. And at this time, we only had the critics score. Yeah. So I watch it. So I watch it with Amanda, and we enjoy the fuck out of this movie. She said, "I want there to be a number 2."
I did too. I want there to be a number 2, exactly too. And, that movie was great.
It already has, and she's not like, I guess she is kind of into high fantasy because she likes Harry Potter and shit like that. But like, in that fucking world, it's different, and it does exactly what I said I want to do with CS. It starts in the middle. Yeah. Like, there's already shit that's happened.
It does, but it doesn't. As in, like, you see at the beginning, you see what happens.
No. I mean, there's in the world. It starts in the middle. Like, it's not
I see what you mean. Like, they have history.
You don't see the orcs, like, fucking kill shit. Yeah, they have history. Yeah. And so, I mean, you'll be happy to know that Bright 2 is actually already signed and worked on.
Let's go!
They already paid for it. Netflix had that much confidence in the movie.
Yeah, that movie was fucking amazing.
Netflix, before even watching the movie, David Ayers came up to him and said, I want a cop movie with the orc. They're like, oh yeah? Give me 2.
Give me 2. Will Smith killed it, and then Will Smith's partner killed it. I love Jacoby. They made me feel for that character. Like, I was like, why the fuck are they being an asshole to him? Like, fuck these dudes. Like, I was feeling that every time Jacoby came on. Yeah. I was like, fuck them. I almost like fuck Will Smith.
Was like funny, and he was
funny. He's like an intentional like funny person, and it was just hilarious. I love Jacoby. He's one of the great characters on there. Yeah. And then him and Will Smith's like back and chemistry, beautiful. Love that. The movie was good. It was good. It was good. Very good movie. I recommend it. If you have Netflix, shit, it's free. Not really.
I mean, technically.
But yeah, that movie was just great. Everything about that movie was just perfect. I want to go back and I kind of want to like dissect the movie a bit, just because like I try to go back and like figure out how they planted seeds in certain ways, like how they like when they talk about like Elftown, right? They talk about Elftown. They're like, wow. They're like, oh, I hate Elftown. Elftown's are assholes. There's nothing but a bunch of like rich elf snobs or whatever. But cementing the fact that elves are rich, elves are assholes. They're the rich people. We can relate to that. Then you have the orc, who's the chauffeur, and he has the big ass teeth. Like, oh, look what I got for being a chauffeur. It's like, oh, even their chauffeurs are assholes. Yeah. And then simulate to what was the part? It was when the cop, the FBI elf. And then I don't know if that dude was a dwarf or just a human.
Yeah, he's a human.
Okay, so he was a human because they said they had dwarves there too, and I was like, oh really? So it was the human and the elf the human and the elf FBI agents, and they went to the police station, and they saw Jacoby, and he was like, oh look at that, you don't see that every day. A police officer orc is like seeing an elf with a mop bucket or something like that. Yeah. Just planting seeds like that to let the audience know. That's
why I keep trying to tell you when you write shit. It's like you need to plant seeds. Yeah, that's what I mean. Because you plant that seed, and then in the back of the watcher's mind, you're like, okay, I took note of that, even though I wasn't paying attention, or even though I didn't really care. I took note of that. And then when you watch it a second time, you're like, oh, you mentioned that here for me to know it. Yeah. For me to do this. Yeah. For me to do that. Like the fact that they talk about 3 different wands in that movie, and you only see one of them. Yeah. That means the next movie could have all 3 of them at play. The next movie could have, you know what I mean?
And then when the dude, the corrupt cop or whatever, was like, "Fuck that orc!" Like, my great grandfather killed like 5,000 of them in Russia. Talking about the war and all this other stuff. So I was like, okay, this is a good backstory. Like they're trying to plant little seeds or give you little information every now and again. Yeah, just very subtle ways that seem like that's what they care.
But the only way they could do that is by starting it in the middle. If you start at the beginning of that world, like that world being built, like. Right after the fight,
you're going to have to see. It's like
you're gonna have to do
because I feel like they started that at the peak. I like as it was rising to the peak, and then it was gonna go down. That's where they started at the peak of it. So everything was just intense. Like it's weird because that movie is like it's funny and then it's intense at the same time. Yeah. It's almost like it's like Bad Boys 2 where it's funny but it's intense. It's like Observe Report or whatever, the one with that nigga from Southpaw. You know the nigga from Southpaw? Yeah, nigga from Brokeback Mountain.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that actor. It has him and then the other Mexican dude from I forgot the other movie's called. But it feels like that mixed in with like a comedy almost. So it's like it's pulling on loud. It's pulling on funny and then serious strings, and it's a good combination. I like it. Mm-hmm. The movie's really good, and I'm really salty that people hate it, or at least the critics hated on it.
People love that movie.
I don't get I don't know why the critics hated on it.
I told you, bro. Like it doesn't make any sense. Like they're just...
an absolute mess. Like okay,
what about it? What about it is an absolute mess?
Bills, I think built itself as a part buddy cop movie, part lavish fantasy, does neither justice, resulting in lazy nonsense that's too silly to be good to do self-serious to be fun, or to do any self-serious to be fun. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. They didn't like all the different elements in it. Coming in just under the wire of consideration as the worst movie of the year. This big budget Netflix original is a mess of apocalyptic proportions, a black hole. See, like you're not giving me any.
You're not saying anything.
You can't just talk shit and like. I mean, you can just talk shit. It's a free country, but like. Talk shit, but give me like information, like why. Like why this person at least says like this it builds itself to be a buddy cop movie, but it also wants to be like a lavish fantasy, which does neither. Trust. Okay, we can at least have a conversation with that. Just saying a negative sentence like that without any like criticism, it's just.
Or to say something like what did he say?
Who?
Okay, to say something like where is it? This big budget Netflix original is a mess and is for pretension to be the worst movie of the year or whatever.
Yeah, it's like what? Okay, what's the mess about it?
You wrote that review after you saw someone else's review about it.
You have like
That's the problem.
What's a mess about it? Like, okay, if it's a mess, at least say this. You could say this right here. The bills itself up to be party, right? You could say that and then be like, it's a mess, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. You have all these different formulas.
You preface your opinion with something.
But it's like, you don't have... If you had told me that one day we'd get an R-rated buddy cop movie with centaur police or gangbangers and socialite elves and dragons flying under the LA moon, I would never believe it. Like, okay, so she didn't like the style of it. Okay, that's fine.
No, see, she has a tomato, which means that's a good.
Oh, that's good. Oh, A-. Oh shit. Okay, D+, 1.5. It's kind of a film that sets up a compelling sandbox in which to play, and then smashes gracefully through it, crackling all the while. What does that mean? If the point of the film is to somehow succeed where others have failed in the past at making Will Smith unlikable in their character portrayal, it almost gets there.
It does get
it
there.
Doesn't. At least for
I
me.
hated Will Smith in this movie.
I fucked with Will. I liked Will Smith, but at the same time, I know what they were doing, and I don't. There's times where if it was him and Jacoby, I was like, please don't fuck up Jacoby. Like, I like him more than you know. Mm-hmm. But I still liked his character. Like, I like both those characters. I just like Jacoby because he was just that person that was like, no matter what you did to him, like, you could fucking slap him, kill his parents, he would still try to protect you. You know, he was, and like, he had no reason to. You know, he was a fucking orc.
He was noble.
So it was like, that's what I like. He was very relatable and very just. He's a good dude. Like, he was the hero of the story. You know. I don't know. People shit on that movie. That movie was great. They didn't do that movie justice. I'm glad they're doing number 2. Fuck the people. Fuck the people. Anyway, on to our next topic, which is Jalen's
It's actually super interesting. So a lot of this came up recently, but I guarantee you a lot of you already know about it. This is the Simpsons creator. I forgot his name.
Wow.
Being fucking.
I'm sorry. I'm testing something out. Yes, you know. I was seeing if I could like do a little quick switch like that.
No, you need to set that up.
Yeah. Okay.
It's talking about the creator of Simpsons being a time traveler. So I pulled this clip up from the David McCaffrey show, and we're just gonna watch it. Or is it Pat McCaffrey show?
Pat McCaffrey.
And we're just gonna take a look at it and watch it.
Oh, it's not even his. Well, fuck it.
If something happens one time, anomaly. Happens 2 times, it's like, oh, okay, maybe. But whenever there's a trend of 18 plus, 20 plus things being predicted, you gotta go like, hey, Groening, the gig's up. We know. You're a time traveler. Just tell us. Bro, I just want to talk to you. I got so many questions. Siegfried and Roy tiger attack. Do you remember that?
Of course.
Do you remember back in the day how tight Siegfried and Roy were with their tigers? It was like every main story was like, oh, these tigers are the best behaved animals on earth, blah, blah, blah. Simpsons in 1993 said the tiger is going to turn. This little friendly tiger is going to become an enemy of Siegfried and Roy quickly, and it's going to happen. 2003, it actually happened. Autocorrect errors. 1994. Before you could even play Snake on the
that one was iffy.
Phone,
it was a tiger,
They predicted that autocorrect will happen on your phone. Are you kidding me? Didn't happen until 2007. FaceTime. 1995, not even a thought. I don't even know if anybody knew what the fuck the internet was.
Oh, that little mark with the A and then the ring around it.
At.
See, that's what I said.
Mm-hmm. No.
What is internet anyway?
In 1995, they said, don't worry, you'll be carrying around a device where you will be face to face with somebody on the opposite side of Earth. 1995, they said that. 2010, it happened. Faulty voter machines. 2008, they predicted it. 2012, it became the forefront of conversation in a big, big wave. I assume these voter machines have been up in question for a long, long time, but they just knew that it was going to come to fruition in 2012.
No, I want to vote for Obama.
2 votes for McCain.
Come on, it's time for a change.
3
what?
votes for McCain.
The God particle. Now, this is the big one. Ty Schmidt did research. He said the God particle is the absolute reason why he is 1,000% a time traveler. Homer Simpson got up there like fucking Matt Damon in that movie where they have that Good Will Hunting and draws up this equation for what the God particle is, what is the God particle?
Yeah, it's basically, it's this equation that essentially like explains how the universe was created.
And they did that in 1998, and the exact equation happens in 2012. That's unheard of. 14 years ahead of time. They got Homer Simpson up there looking like that goddamn janitor from Harvard, solving equations up on a chalkboard, and 14 years later, it's like, yeah, that's actually how the universe was founded. It's like, wait a fucking minute, little comedy writer with a goddamn yellow cartoon, bro? That's
Okay,
insane.
you can't...
The NSA's
You can't undermine him just because it makes cartoons.
Everybody knew that the Patriot Act was like in existence, but nobody had a clue that NSA literally knows everything about you. Every dick you've sent has been seen by some government agency, but it wasn't always like that. We didn't know that everything was getting spied on, Sean. Nobody knew that.
I didn't know.
They predicted that in 2007, 2013 it happened.
No, Lisa, it's not like the government is listening to everybody's conversation.
Smartwatches. 1995, they said it would happen. 2014, they came to fruition. America's Ebola outbreak. 1997, they said it. 2014. Do you remember when Ebola hit? It was like, it was literally...
Hospitals like shutting down.
Oh, they
that
had
one
people wearing
is crazy.
Like hazmat suits, carrying people.
These
around
other
because they
ones
were
don't
scared
seem
Ebola
that
was possible in the modern world.
unrealistic, you know, like...
Years and years and years and years ago, Matt Groening said this is going to happen. The FIFA corruption scandal, 2014, they called it 2015. It came all crashing down. Everybody knew they were getting their pockets greased, making decisions, sending a World Cup to a goddamn desert. Matt Groening said it's going to happen. It happened. Greece's debt default, 2012, they called it. 2015, it happened. So many countries out there, by the way. They picked Greece, the exact country to happen. Trump's presidency, 2000, they called it. 2016, it came to fruition. The Simpsons called this President Trump out there, and everybody probably looked at, oh, those Simpsons guys are so funny. Bang, 16 years later, it is about to happen. It goes down. Lady Gaga Super Bowl halftime show, 2012, they called it. 2017. I mean, I think we all knew that she was born this way. She would probably get the halftime show at some point, but to the details that they had. These are not coincidences. Coincidenci. I don't know how you pronounce it.
How the fuck do they know this?
Coin.
He's a time
Science.
Matt Groening is a time travel. I have so many fucking questions. Disney's takeover of Fox, 1998. They said it. 2017. It happens. The Shard in London, which is a building behind Big Ben, I guess. Is that right?
Apparently, that's what Google search said.
1995, 2009, it comes to fruition. Robot Librarians, 95, they called it. 2016, it happens. The censorship of Michelangelo's David, 1990, 2016, it happened. Three-eyed fish from the fucking nuclear waste place.
In Japan.
Three-eyed fish comes to fruition in 2001. Matt Groening did it in 1990. 9/11. 9/11. They called that happening. If you do recall planes going into buildings, they said it in 1997, 2001, it happens. The Syrian uprising, everything that's going on in the Middle East has all been talked about on The Simpsons. And then he created another show called Futurama. That is huge. He created another show like, yeah, listen, here's me rubbing it in the face. That's where I could go if I have to. I have so many questions for Matt Groening, and guess what, Matt Groening? The gig's up. We know.
He made Futurama, right?
I'm all in on you, Matt.
I think he's just
And
fucking
I'm saying,
hella smart.
We're big fans. I'm a huge fan.
Don't get me wrong, a lot of that shit was fucking crazy. A lot of that shit was suspect.
They also
A lot
predicted
of
a
it.
Super Bowl.
A lot of it is suspect as fuck.
They also
But I
predicted
think
the Super Bowl.
he's just really fucking smart. I think he's just crazy smart.
I think there's a phenomenon that is yet to be discovered.
Don't get me wrong. I'm totally open to the idea that he's a time traveler or that there's something unique about him.
Oh, yeah.
Totally. That's not out of the realm of
That's not out of
possibility.
the realm of possibility.
But some of that stuff, I feel like, it could have been a reach, like the 9/11 thing, where it's just like, well, I had 9/11, but that could have just been coincidences. But some of that stuff, like Ebola, stuff like that. But like the watch thing, I feel like if you knew technology and kind of know where it was going, I feel like anyone could have really predicted that if you really kept up with technology.
Maybe.
You know, like
Maybe.
I don't know, like.
I think it's this.
I mean, look at like Steve Jobs, right? When Steve Jobs was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna invent a phone or whatever, something you could talk." Everyone laughed at him. Ha ha ha! You're fucking
But no one
retarded.
thought you'd be able to invent a smartphone.
Yeah, the fuck was the fraud? But I don't know. I feel like secretly this dude is really fucking smart, and people will, just because he's because they're like, you're a cartoon writer who makes funny jokes. Like, no, this nigga is probably really fucking smart and that knows his shit and that is just very aware of his surroundings in the world.
Maybe.
You know, I think that's not a bad part. I think he's smart, especially if he made Futurama. Futurama has all this
I had to guess.
scientific stuff, like Rick and Morty.
If I had to guess, it comes down to this. how much are people influenced by media?
A lot. It's like 99%.
Right.
Everything we consume is media, pretty much.
So do you think that when someone turns on The Simpsons and sees that watch, do you think Steve Jobs watches?
He could have, yes. And
I think subconsciously when you see shit on TV, it's in your head. I know when I listen to music, that melody, the dun dun dun, it's in my head. So when I go and make music, it sounds similar.
So you think someone looked at like the watch, like Steve Jobs was like, "Oh, I want to make a watch, or I want to make FaceTime like that," right? Yeah. Like that's complete possible too. Like someone could have got inspired from that.
Ebola virus, that is legit a name. And
someone could have just named
just named it Ebola virus. Like if you look at a lot of that shit is shit that you can get influenced by.
Yeah. And
that's why I'm like, I don't know, like the thing right behind the building, you could be like, I'm influenced. The phone.
Simpsons back in the 90s was one of the best cartoons.
This is the most popular cartoon. And so if it's one of the most popular cartoons in the 90s, and a lot of the shit they predicted was in the 90s, and it's coming to fruition now, like, the only thing that's weird is that I find super weird is the Trump presidency. But I heard them talk about it, and they say, we just try to do things that aren't out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, Trump could have been president.
Trump for a long time was already talking about being
president. I thought he was political, from what I understand.
So Trump was super political and talking about being a president. Yeah. He said, I should run for president of the United States. Multiple times. So to have a Trump presidency in a popular cartoon isn't really out of the realm of possibility. Yeah. Especially if he's threatening that he will do it. Or saying that he'll do it. Yeah. Not only that, you have... The only thing that's weird is the way he was moving. He moved exactly
like I did.
And maybe that's because they studied Trump's mannerisms.
Maybe.
Down to a T. I mean, to get the exact building.
Possibilities open.
And that's the weird part. To get to that exact building, to that exact way, to those exact signs.
Possibilities are open. Possibilities are open.
Minus the time. Like
it's crazy to I don't know, man.
I mean, and if he was a traveler writing a cartoon show is probably the best way to do it. Because no one's gonna take you, like you said,
serious.
No one's gonna take you seriously. No one's gonna take you seriously when you're writing a joking story.
But niggas that are like people who make Rick and Morty, I feel like they're smart because they always have to cover their tracks. They always have to like do stuff technical.
Yeah, but they're not like they don't provoke. It's based in the future. Yeah. So the way they do it is like they're not hiding anything. If in Simpsons he has to like hide the way he's doing shit. That's why I'm like, damn, like that shit's crazy. If he is a time traveler, which isn't out of the realm of possibility, it makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Why you would be a cartoon artist? Because then no one's gonna take you seriously, and you can do whatever the fuck you want, even if it's crazy shit. Yeah. So.
I don't know, man. That's just weird. That's fucking.
I just want to see your opinion on it because it was something that was interesting when Mom and Craig talked about it yesterday at the party. I was like, that's weird. Like, I knew about that a long time ago. Like, you can look up them predicting a lot of other shit that he didn't just mention. But he does have a point. At what point is it just like, this is weird? Like, this isn't...
All that being shown, I'm sure a couple of those were coincidences. I'm sure. It's not a realm possibility that those.
But like that's what I'm saying. Coincidences to say that they're not, you know what I mean? Like that's also weird. Just to be like, nah, those aren't.
No, I feel like you just have to weigh both options and just look at it equally. Like they're both of them are possible. Yeah. Just how you did it. Was that everything, Jalen? Is all you want to talk to?
That's everything, fam.
Yep. This has been the JK Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys leave a like if you guys liked it. Someone say something?
Yeah, just keep going.
Leave a dislike if you guys didn't like it. Comment down below your opinions on any of the topics we talked about. How was your Christmas? You know, if you guys want to put it down in the description. If not, you don't have to. With that being said, pretty sure that's everything. Jeremiah, cut the feed.